welcome to the Dogs TV News. Well, today marks a new era for the Goulburn Greyhound Racing Club with the staging of its first ever TAB meeting. To mark the occasion, Goulburn Mulwari Council, Greyhound Racing's Spring Carnival showpiece, the Solo Melbourne Cup, gets underway this Thursday night at Sandown Park. I'm Alex Holevas, and joining me today is Noel Ovington from GRNSW. And Noel, we'll start with race number 6, and Fancy Liza showing her Association Cup win was no fluke.
No, that was a run of the night for sure, Alex. She began well.
And finally, the upset of the night came in race number 2, and Where's Wob? And Noel, the bookies, getting one back on the punters.
Yes, Where's Wob? Opened around the $8 mark before starting at $9.50.
Well, there you have it. It was a tough night for the bookies. Definitely one for the punters. And Noel, just before we go, you've got a quick one for us to follow next week.
Yes, Flaming Frenzy finished second in the final event from Box 8. Showed good track sense and should be picking up a race at Wentworth Park very soon.
Okay, well, thanks so much for that, Noel. We'll see you next week, and we'll catch you next time on Winners and Money Spinners. And that's all for this edition of Dogs TV News. We'll see you next time. World famous Dapto Dogs gained a little more notoriety recently after it featured in an episode of the Channel 9 drama series Tricky Business.
That's what I'm talking about. She's better than that.
Featuring Australian stars such as Shane Bourne and Anthony Starr, the plot centred around corruption and race fixing. Earlier this month, Connections of Oaks Road made a decision to retire the champion sprinter after he suffered an injury. The decision spells the end of a career which earned more than $360,000 in prize money and won 4 group races.
And it is a class act, and it's got everything going its way after a good start, and it's romped in. It's won by about 13 lengths, I'd say, Oaks Road. Tied second, Marina.
His trainer Mark Gatt says he knew Oaks Road was going to be something special when he first came into his kennel.
Racing HQ is brought to you by TAB Sportsbet. You're on at tab.com.au and Top Line Thoroughbreds. Visit
Alex Holevas joins us from Greyhound Racing New South Wales. Morning, Alex.
Yes, morning, Andrew.
Hope I got the surname right there, mate.
Close enough. It's Alex Holevas, but anyway.
Holevas, okay, no problem. Mate, big night last night in Greyhound Racing down in Victoria, the Warrnambool Cup heats and the Classic heats, and we saw Dynatron get through in the Cup.
Yes, we did, Andrew. Look, we saw a heap of superstars line up last night in both the Warrnambool Cup heats and the semi-finals for the Warrnambool Classic. Now, some of those runners did include Dynatron, as you said, but also Australian Cup winner Zara Zulu, who happened to run up to expectations there and won the semi-final of the Classic, and did so by beating a gallant Elle Brooklyn, who couldn't quite pick her up in the end. But the sensation of the night, Andrew, was that Golden Easter Egg winner, Don't Knock a Him, failed to qualify for the Warrnambool Cup next week. Now, he started as $1.50, very short from box 3 last night, was obviously heavily backed by punters, but unfortunately copped a check in running and took a tumble. But luckily for Connections, he did get up and actually finish the race, so good signs there for all concerned. Look, the stage is set for what should be quite a thrilling final next Wednesday night in both the Warrnambool Cup and the Classic, Andrew.
Yeah, it will be. Dynatron, it'll be his last start before he starts stud duties. So that Warrnambool Cup's worth $40,000, and as you mentioned, in the Warrnambool Classic worth $70,000 to the winner. Cape Hawk and Zara Zulu have made the final. So not only big thoroughbred racing down in Victoria at Warrnambool next week, but the Greyhounds next Wednesday night. Now, what's happening at Gosford next week?
Yeah, Gosford, look, we did mention last week, Andrew, Greyhound Racing New South Wales had teamed up with the lovely people at Cystic Fibrosis to raise funds for sufferers. Well, I can tell you that the campaign will kick off next Tuesday night. That's the 1st of May at the Gosford Greyhound Racing Track. So mark that one down in your calendars. The campaign will run throughout the entire month of May with each of the 35 Greyhound Racing tracks in New South Wales set to stage their own 65 Roses race meetings for cystic fibrosis, of course. Now, the way it works, Andrew, is that every time a greyhound wearing the red rug salutes at the finish line, Greyhound Racing New South Wales will donate $250 to cystic fibrosis, a truly great incentive. And Andrew, Sky Sports radio listeners can find out more information on the campaign, including the 65 Red Roses race meeting dates at www.65reddogs.org.au. You'll also be able to access a tally on the website as well.
All right, a great thing happening in the month of May. Ladies' bracelet coming up on Saturday at Wenty Park.
Yes, Andrew, last but not least, Wentworth Park Racing this Saturday night, and the focus will be on the Group 3 ladies bracelet heats. which, as the name suggests, is an event for female greyhounds. Now, we've had a stack of nominations for the race, which doesn't really surprise, given there's a $25,000 cheque to the winner at stake, and no doubt the heats will attract plenty of attention on the night. Now, one of the highlights would have to be the inclusion of a couple of Easter egg finalists in Where's the Risk and Hot Irish. Both these dogs will face off against one another in race 6 and should be one of the many highlights on the night. And finally, Andrew, a reminder for punters to get clicking onto our website, thedogs.com.au, to access all our detailed form guides and greyhound fields, all free, of course.
Yeah, all free, and they're all available right through the weekend. So if you're a greyhound punter or you just occasionally have one, that's the webpage to go to, thedogs.tv.com.au. Thanks, Alex. We'll speak again next week.
Great. Thanks so much. Have a good one.
Alex Holevas there, joining us from Greyhound Racing New South Wales.
Game on here for round 3 of the VB New South Wales Cup. The Windsor Wolves and the Manly Seagulls here at Brookvale Oval.
It is, and it's making things very difficult. The ball is quite slippery. I'm not sure what the error rate is. Mundine, that was a nice inside pass there, a nice angle running there by the try scorer. So that's exactly what they needed. Half time's just a couple of minutes away, so this will lift the Wolves, and let's see what they can do. Half time will be critical.
It's 18 points to 10 with a kick to come to the Windsor Wolves. Alex Holevas on the sideline.
Oh, that was a great show and go there.
Going for a barge over from dummy half. Was that Siluini? The referee's right in position. He's about to award the try. We're going to be all locked up here at Brookvale. It's 18 points to 16 with a kick to come from right in front.
Someone pinched me. Is this the same Windsor Wolves from the first half? I don't think so. I don't know what was said in those sheds, but they're a completely different side here. I was just going to say, Ben Falcone, the fullback, and the halfback, Gary Riccardi, they've been combining quite well, and they look dangerous in that set of 6. But just as I was about to say that, Ben Falcone just commits the most elementary error.
He reaches over the line with his pants down. We saw a full moon here at Brookvale Oval. It counts for little. It's a try to Manly, and they lead by 28 points to 20. 28 points to 24 with a kick to come.
Oh, we saw a full moon, and we can hear some howling in the stands. That was a bad miss by Jesse Senna-Lafayette. It was a one-on-one. They're looking like they're going to lose this match.
Well,